Golden hour, the most beautiful time to take pictures, to be outside, and to just look at the sun as it starts to go down over another beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous day today. We have the Surveyor moved into our, I guess what I would kind of consider our outdoor event setup. Reason for it is because we have a lot of people coming over tomorrow, and we can use it as a portable restroom. Or if you have small children, you want a place to kind of escape from the loud noise, you can go inside of the Surveyor. Really, really cool. Works out really great for that. Over here, we have the Brookstone setup, as well as our new barbecue pit. Now, Oklahoma Joe's is not a Texas barbecue pit, and it is not a custom-made barbecue pit. This is the barbecue pit you get when the one you're waiting to have built isn't finished yet, and you are panicking to get something that will work. Now, we do a lot of barbecuing out here, and the pit that we've been using is this one, which is like a $120 barbecue from a char griller. It is well used. It gets drug all over the property to cook in, and it's been holding up pretty dang good. We got it about 2 years ago, and you know, nothing on it has absolutely fallen apart yet. So there's a lot to be said about that. And this is the cheaper one that they have over at Lowe's or Home Depot. Like I said, it seems to be holding up pretty well. But our new pit, which I think is going to be a little more convenient for us, is this one. I got the combination where you get propane and you get charcoal, and you also have a side smoker as well, which is going to work out really well if you want to do several things, such as you want to smoke a brisket, at the same time you want to cook some hamburgers, hot dogs, or get home from work and you just want to throw a couple hamburgers on the grill, you want to throw a quick steak. That's where this side comes in really handy. It gives you your propane functions here. And this is super nice because it separates both chambers, which is going to prevent smoke and stuff from this side from getting into this side. I mean, this is really cool. It's a cool setup. You know, this is not what I would consider to be super robust. This is not what I would consider to be anywhere near the level of a lot of folks who buy barbecue pits or have them built. This material right here looks like it's like 3/16 of an inch thick. It is definitely not what I would consider to be a custom grill. Now, whenever I talk about custom grills, I actually have one that's currently in the works. It's going to be made out of 3/8 inch thick pipe. It's pretty dang awesome. It's actually going to be the buddy of mine who does all sorts of welding around here. He makes pits, and he's building us a fantastic one. This one right here, I believe, weighs a little over 200 pounds, and the pit that he is building us is going to weigh close to 700 pounds. It's going to be a beast. It's going to be a smoker, so it's going to have offset smoking. It's not going to have any type of propane connections. It's probably going to be a little bigger than this, probably around the same size actually, but the smoker box is going to be much larger. It's also going to have a grill over that area as well, and it's going to have a tray that you can pull out to clean out all of your ashes and all of your debris. It's going to have a nice big front area right here as well, and the smokestack or the chimney is going to come off of this side. But you can tell this is not super thick material, right? Maybe again 3/16 of an inch thick. It makes a pretty dang good seal, though, I gotta say. It fits in. You know, the quality control that go into some of these is actually pretty nice, considering it's a big box store sold grill. You know, it's not anything that was built in the backyard. You know, there's a lot of welding here that actually looks really nice. At the same time, though, they just use really thin material. So that's the caveat, that you're getting a grill that it should last you a good amount of time as long as you take care of it, you cover it up, you oil it, you grease it, you do the things you need to do to keep your grill going strong. These things will probably last most people, you know, their entire life in a specific home. And again, that's when you take really good care of your grill. If you want something that is more insulated, something that you can hold heat in a little bit better, that's where a lot of these custom grills come in. And when I say custom grills, I mean, you know, to lift this up takes all of maybe 3 pounds worth of pressure. It's not much. But when you get some of these industrial grade grills, the ones that these professional welders put together that use 3/8 inch thick steel, which is like that thick, that's where a door like this takes like 20 pounds or more worth of weight to be able to manage it. And in many of them, they actually build a counterweight system that allows you to lift it up and lower it because it's so dang heavy. And that will be the grill that we have out here eventually. But I'm really, really interested in seeing how this Oklahoma Joe grill holds up. I'm really interested in seeing how it cooks. A lot of, you know, barbecuing comes more to the person cooking and not necessarily the tool that they have. But there's a lot to be said about the tool as well, and having a tool that can do what you need it to do effectively can definitely make you a better cook if you already are a pretty good cook, if that makes sense. Over here we have this Outdoor Gourmet. I may have featured this in the past. My wife actually got this for me as a gift. We have it hooked up to the Brookstone's water supply right now. And we've had this out here for going on 2.5 years. And it's held up pretty dang well. Sorry, we got seagulls yelling at us up above. It's doing a pretty good job. We don't use this a heck of a lot. I used to have this positioned over on the other side of the yard next to the egg that we have. And I brought it out here because, again, we're going to be doing a lot of cooking. This is a great prep space. Nice big cutting board area. You got some good storage underneath here as well. And this is just a nice, useful tool. Bottle opener over here. You have a paper towel holder on the other side. And, again, we have water ran, but we were testing it earlier. That's why you see some drops. But it's shut off right now down here. And it just drains into a 5-gallon bucket in the back. So, really, really cool, convenient setup. And it's going to give us some good capability to do some cooking tomorrow. So the brisket that we're cooking tomorrow actually is not going to be cooked on this. It's being cooked over in Kingsville. And if you don't know where Kingsville is, it's home of the King Ranch. It's being cooked on a huge, true smoker. And it'll be brought over here where it will be thrown in here just to keep warm. We are going to be doing fajita meat in here. We'll be doing chicken and sausage in here. So it'll be really, really cool to put this thing to first use. I think most folks who get a grill know that feeling. You get a new grill. It doesn't really matter what kind it is. It could be the cheapest thing you find at Walmart. But the first time you use it, the first time you cook on it, and you have high expectations of how it should perform, it's a good feeling. It really is. But yeah, it's coming along. What do you guys think? Do you guys have an Oklahoma Joe's smoker grill? If you do, let me know. What's your experience been with it? I've heard rumors that the material thickness has gone down, that it's not as thick as it used to be. I've upgraded some features on this specific one, better handles. They changed the smoker box from this side to this side. They removed the surface cooktop that used to be on this side, I believe, in lieu of putting a handle over here. Made it easier to roll around. They got rid of the steel wheel tire assembly where it was just steel, and they went with a steel wheel but with a rubber tire around it, which is actually pretty nice. I think that is a pretty good upgrade. Again, the material thickness here, it would have been nice if it was like twice that thick. It would have been, you know. That way, when you lift it up, I think most people have that expectation of quality whenever you get a grill and the door has a lot of weight to it. And I think they definitely moved away from that if they were offering it with a higher thickness. But what do you guys think? Pretty cool setup. But yeah, so the Brookstone is going to be buttoned up. We'll probably have the awning out to cover up this area from the sun. And the Surveyor, again, is going to act as kind of the on-site restroom slash, I guess, quiet room for parents who might have small children. Let me open this up for you. We have our noisemaker going off in here right now, which is right there. This is all ready to go. Got the restroom all set up. And it will be ready for guests. I'm going to close the windows up a little bit. I've made so many videos on that noisemaker, and every time I feature it in a video, everyone's like, hey, can you show a link to it? So, might have to show another link to it. But yeah, I think it's time to retire this guy right here. It's done a good job. I mean, we've cooked a lot on here, and it's held up pretty dang nice. It's done its service. And honestly, as many times as I've picked this thing up with the forks on the tractor and moved it around and dropped it, it's doing better than I ever thought it should have done for what we paid and what its original use was. What do you think of the new one? Leave a comment below. All right, so we had our get together. Time to start cleaning up. The grills got used well today. People are still leaving. Even pulled the awning out for the RV. Really cool get together. This was an Easter get together, by the way, so if you want to know what we got everyone together for, turned out really, really nice. A lot of extra food. As always, South Texas, so you have to have your beans, Have to have your Spanish rice. Really cool. Anyways, we're going to try to clean this place up so we can continue on with our festivities. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again real soon.